If there's one company that has a catalog of franchises as beloved as Nintendo's, it's probably Capcom. In the modern day and age, its output has largely been reduced to a handful of series, but in their heyday on SNES, PlayStation, Dreamcast, GameCube, and PlayStation 2, Capcom was putting out surefire hits across a range of series and genres. One of these franchises, a dearly beloved fan favorite, is Dino Crisis. But if fans are hoping that Capcom may be looking to bring it back, well, don't. A Dino Crisis reboot is currently not in consideration at Capcom, series mastermind Masachika Kawada has told Daily Star in an interview. He admitted that the series is close to his heart and that he hopes to see a return, especially since it could be great with modern technology. But he also noted that as of right now, there seems to be no discussion regarding a Dino Crisis revival at Capcom. While this is a bitter heartbreak for many series fans, we can at least hope that Capcom, seeing the success of its recent AAA efforts, will one day look into bringing it back. It just won't be anytime soon. Resident Evil 7 is a scary game, which it also achieves by being highly disturbing, putting the player at a vague sense of unease and disquiet. The game doesn't pull any punches either, just ask anyone who has played it in VR. However, there was apparently one scene in the game that was so disturbing even for Resident Evil 7 that it didn't make the cut. Spoilers follow from this point on. So early on in the game you fight Mia, who proceeds to cut off your left hand. The scene is already very distressing, but it was meant to be even more so. Originally, she was meant to saw off your entire lower torso, leaving Ethan to crawl into a safe house with his intestines trailing behind him, which, yeah, good that they changed that. The PS4 is moving from success to success, with record-breaking sales and a frankly stellar lineup of games that seems to recall the glory of the PlayStation 2 days. With Sony just having released the PlayStation VR, PlayStation 4 Slim, and PlayStation 4 Pro last year, one would expect that we're slightly over half the PS4's intended life cycle. However, one analyst disagrees. Macquarie research analyst Damien Thong has stated that he expects Sony to launch the PlayStation 5 in 2018's second half. Not just that, he expects it to be a rather powerful system with a 10 teraflops GPU that would far outstrip any other console on the market, including Microsoft's upcoming Project Scorpio, which is due for release later this year. We see sustained profit growth in game and network services. We forecast OP growth from 140 billion yen in the third quarter of fiscal year 17 to 180 billion yen in third quarter of fiscal year 2018, driven by expanding software sales and profits, the analyst note reads. A rising digital ratio and a higher mix of first-party titles will help margins. Horizon Zero Dawn, which launched on 28th February, looks to have had a good start with a Metacritic score of 88. While we have tempered expectations to account for rivalry with Microsoft Xbox and PC gaming, we note that the success of PlayStation VR, which has reached 915k units sold, highlights the health of the ecosystem. We expect Sony to launch a 10 teraflops PS5 in the second half of 2018 to secure the installed base. Is this something you see happening? Next year seems to be a bit too soon to me, and if nothing else, it would make PlayStation 4 Pro owners really angry. On the other hand, it would be a hell of a way to make the Scorpio obsolete far before it can do any serious damage. There's an all-new ad for a job vacancy over at Call of Duty 2017 developer Sledgehammer Games on Activision's official website, and it seems to suggest that the developer is looking for its upcoming as-of-yet unannounced game to feature the best-in-class animations. We're in search of an associate animator to create in-game and cinematic animations of the absolute highest quality, the job ad says. We're only interested in the best of the best character animators. If you're creating the most complex, believable human animations in a timely manner, then we want you. Applicants must have at least 2 years experience in character animation for games and a strong understanding of traditional animation fundamentals with a focus on realistic human animation. The developers have been talking quite a bit about the upcoming Call of Duty, but as of yet, we don't really have any proper information about the game. However, that might change soon, at least if the development team has it its way. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.